right there, perfect. 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, America, and good morning, Newark. I'm here today, thanks to my brother, of coming to talk about one of my mentors, and his name is Martin Luther King.
Amen.
We're in front of his building, in which y'all can see right there. And when the brother called me, we just don't want this to be just a building and then nothing behind it because he's gone. So I'm here to be interviewed by one of the greatest interviewers that I met in my 21 years of service in Newark. Good morning, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News in Newark, New Jersey with Street Doctor. And today, with all that's going on in this nation, 2 days before we know who's going to take the stage and be the next president.
Come on.
With the pandemic, and they're talking about it coming back and maybe another something coming. With all that's coming and the lack of the stimulus checks, we out here today to honor a building block, a pillar of our community, a pillar of the world, Dr. Martin Luther King. And I couldn't think of a better person in Newark at this point of challenge to wake up, call in the morning and say, hey, I want you to do this in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King. Again, I introduce you, Newark, and of course you know him. He really don't need an introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I wanna introduce you, Newark, to the Street Doctor. All right, doctor to represent doctors.
Thank you so much. First of all, I took a few notes.
You can come over.
I took a few notes on Dr. Martin Luther King because he was my mentor. And to a lot of people who don't know, right, I want you to know today. And the first one is the Vietnam War. After doing research, they say history is best qualified to reward all research.
There you go.
And able for you to know what is, you gotta know what was.
That's right.
So you can be up on date of what is to come.
That's right.
So what happened was Martin Luther King spoke on the Vietnam War, in which the Negroes back then was very angry at him for jumping out there on that issue.
That's right.
Man, leave them people alone and what have you. And we know. And then the next one was the garbage can workers.
That's right.
In which y'all know with the Memphis, Tennessee. And what people don't know, he was sick that day, but he went on down there. And again, the Negroes say, man, leave that alone, okay? And as we know, the results to that. Then they had a thing they call, which a lot of people don't know, boycott.
That's right.
They had this bread called Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread, yes, sir.
And Martin Luther King said, what's that bread that all the Negroes eat? And he said, Wonder Bread. He said, well, we gonna boycott it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So here it is the day. Oh man, I get emotional just talking about it. Here it is the day, right? We forgot. So that's why I'm here today when the brother called me, and he was one of my mentors. I had a chance to study him, okay? He wasn't afraid, okay? And that's basically it. I would like to just close out on a little note with him. The past is history. The future is a mystery.
Yes.
But this day is a gift, and that's why this moment is called the present. And he represented us well. And they killed that man. They assassinated him. You dirty dogs.
Yeah, amen. Again, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. And we just like to cheerio to Newark, New Jersey, because I believe, I've heard this somewhere, that Newark has the most honored Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard, or Junior Boulevard, in the nation.
Right.
We have courthouse, of course.
Yes.
We got 3 colleges,
Right.
Essex County,
Right.
Rutgers, and NJIT. And of course, they're remodeling the Scott mansion up the hill, right up the hill,
Okay.
opposite, down the street from legendary Williams Funeral Home.
Right.
The AME Church is on the corner of Martin Luther King and Court Street. So this right here is one of the most up and running and up and going and more motivational Martin Luther King boulevards in the nation. So I like to say cheerio to Newark, New
Yes,
Jersey.
sir. And before we close, I would like to say this. We got 2 days?
2 days.
We got 2 days.
2 days.
All right. I'm not going. I see you laughing.
2 days.
I'm not going. And thank God I voted.
Yes.
And I'm not ashamed to say who I voted for. I
That's right.
voted for Biden in the system.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully, I see you smiling,
Yes, sir.
brother. I love this brother here, man. He's
Likewise,
you so real, man.
Yes,
You ain't
sir.
afraid of these people. Just like you said street doctor. We all these entertainers going
Yes.
with Trump.
Come on now.
No, this is some deep stuff,
That's
man.
deep.
But this is how it's go. They're cowards.
Yeah.
And this not taking nothing away that you can vote to who you want to because
Sure.
that's your right. But come on, man.
Yeah. I see it, street doctor, and it kind of touches me too because I remember the time when we had to stand up for those particular entertainers. And as I said, and I'll say it again, and I'm standing firm on it. Your brother, Zachariah Jackson, who has a camera and is not afraid to go out and report the news the best way I can. As I said it on Facebook about 50 Cent, Jackson, last name is Jackson, same last name as mine. As I say about Jackson, he talking about if Trump leave, if Trump don't win, he's gonna lead the country. And I said it in so many words, it's not like you're Maurice White of Earth, Wind, and Fire. We ain't losing nothing by you leaving the country. So cheerio if you need to go. So it's just a shame a lot of those entertainers that we stood up that came from lower than grassroots. They were what we fight against. They were, a lot of them was drug dealers themselves and things of that nature. And we backed you when you changed your life. Now that you have a chance to give back to those that back you, look what you do.
Yes.
Look what you do.
Yes.
So you're gonna reap what you sow. Because we forgave you.
Yes.
We forgave you. You know what I mean? We forgave you when you were out there making money on us, on our bodies. But now when God has blessed you and you could be of a help me, you turn against us. So that's what Zachariah Jackson, president of BASA News, like to say. All right, street dog. Okay. All right, step aside. I'm gonna zoom the building, pan the building. There it is. That's the Martin Luther King building in Newark, New Jersey. Now I'm gonna pan over here, right over here, and I'm gonna try to pull the statue in. Try to get the statue. Okay, there it is. I got a little bit of that statue right there. Pull that in. There you go. That's the Dr. King statue. Now that statue was there, of course, before the building. And we celebrated that statue and everything and stuff like that. And we celebrate that statue and everything. We marched from that statue with POP, Chairman Larry Ham of Newark, New Jersey. The chairman of POP has had us here. I can't even count the times that we've been here and done our march from that statue and, of course, the Lincoln statue. But again, cheerio to Newark. The building is here. It's a beautiful building. And I like the scenery right here from Springfield Avenue. This is in Branford Place. I'm on Springfield Avenue and Branford Place. I'm right there in like a triangle and just looking at the King building. So again, this is Zachariah Jackson. I was honored to have Street Doctor with me today. And I want to say good day. And don't forget to vote.